Welcome everybody to the Farcasters from Outer Space podcast. We are back in our space station. Where are we? What part of the universe are we now?
Yeah, I know you like to
floating
say
in?
the Orion Belt, so let's
No,
keep it.
last time we were in Orion's belt. Now we are in the Andromeda galaxy. I don't know, whatever.
Okay.
I don't
It's
know.
okay.
I don't know too many terms. I should
You should learn some.
learn some more constellations or whatever like stars and stuff like that near the
near
near
the
our
Earth,
planet
near
or
the
something.
solar
Yes,
system.
solar
let's
system.
say.
Yeah, Alpha Centauri. But yeah, next time. Next time we'll go to Alpha Centauri. Why not? It's the closest one. It's in the neighborhood. Yeah. So yeah. Anyway, before we kick off, Becky, how is it going? How are you doing these days?
Well, thank you for asking. I'm quite all right. And actually, I want to have an update from the last week when you told me to at least read the book about horns. I watched the movie.
Horns,
I had
yeah,
the time
you
to
watched
watch
the
a
movie,
movie.
uh-huh.
Actually, yeah. So it was good. I bet the book is much better. So the
Yeah,
movie was okay.
book is definitely better. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna say okay. So people who want to watch it, it's okay to watch.
Yeah, movie's fine. Movie's fine. If you haven't read the book and if you don't plan to read the book, you can take a look at the movie. But
There is always a book about the movie, and especially I believe for the first part of today, for the first intro, I believe there are books as well. Yeah.
What do you mean? Books
The
about
first
what?
topic for today.
Andromeda. First topic. Okay, yeah. So yeah, first topic. Now that you mention it, let's kick off with the first topic. And where are my topics? I think I lost them now. Crap. Oh yeah, podcast. Actually, before we kick off, I keep forgetting to do this, and the good thing I wrote it down finally to do this, to do the promo. So, guys, if you want to watch all of the other podcasts that we've done, you can check us out on YouTube, and you can follow us on YouTube. Here's the link to the YouTube channel, Farcasters from Outer Space. And if you guys want to get updates for when the next podcasts are, and we'll probably do some, I don't know, Becky might want to take over the Twitter, or I'll do maybe some updates, and we can talk about random stuff on Twitter as well. But especially for the podcast, you can check out this link. And one more thing I wanted to talk about is, for all you guys watching on Twitch and everybody watching on YouTube, if you guys want to check out the jingle that we have, that's a jingle like intro song and outro song. This is the person who created it. He's a very good friend of mine, and he does like a lot of cool songs. He does like rock, heavy metal, even country. I think he has a country song. I don't know why, but he has a country song. And yeah, he's a really cool guy, and he's a very talented musician. So yeah, check him out if you like the jingle. Although jingle is a little bit different from the usual stuff he plays. I don't know, Becky, if you checked him out yourself.
I wish, but I wanted to ask you, now that we talk about promoting our channels. So have you found someone to make? I know that the logo and stuff like that is already being prepared. So have you? Has it already been finished, or are there any updates?
Actually, I've been lazy about that. Yeah, I talked to one person to do like logos and to do some background stuff, but we haven't really made a lot of progress in the last 2 weeks. So yeah, I'll get on it. I'll get on it. Sorry, I've been a little busy these days. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's okay. Never mind. Yeah, actually,
So, yeah,
I believe I should become more active in
yeah, and you should. Yeah,
using
you should definitely become more active. I've been doing all the
okay,
work.
so I'm gonna
so
switch
far.
my Twitter account and switch that one, because I already use my. Well, it's not personal. It's like
Okay.
alter ego account.
But
Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind. We're missing the point. Okay, yeah. Just
we'll be more active on Twitter definitely once we get more followers. For now, we don't we don't have many, and YouTube as well. Like not a lot of followers yet. So once we get more followers, we'll chat. We'll do all the stuff. So yeah, basically now the biggest platform for us is Twitch. That's where, like, recently we had most people chatting and most people watching the streams. So that's where it's our main platform for now. Okay, getting to the topics. So yeah, that's I get what you were talking about, the book. First topic of the day: Artemis Fowl. Artemis Fowl just released the trailer. For those of you who don't know, Artemis Fowl is like a really famous kind of young adult kids book. Is it a kids book, right?
I'm not really sure. So it just says
I've read it when I was much younger. So
really?
I would say it was a weird kind of kids book. Yeah, where the main protagonist and antagonist of the story is Artemis Fowl, who's like a genius kid who wants to trick the like elves and fairies and take their gold or something. I've read it a long time ago, so it was a funny, interesting, kind of weird kind of book. So yeah, definitely cool. The actual trailer didn't really. Do you want to watch the? Should we watch the trailer?
Yeah, but we have a lot of things today to do, so maybe
we don't have to.
So yeah.
Yeah, we don't have to watch it. Okay, never mind.
It seems very interesting for me personally.
It wasn't a really great trailer, to tell the truth. I wasn't very.
I mean, it wasn't amazing, but it was okay. It was watchable, and this is, when it comes to Disney movies today, I believe that's what they want to do. That's what they want to focus on. Actually, now that we talk about it, now that you mentioned it, I believe that Disney is planning to launch its own streaming service similar to Netflix.
Yeah, actually, we will talk about that.
Later
in the TV section, actually.
Okay, sorry.
Something connected to that, yeah.
Okay. All right. So going back to the trailer, I think it's okay. It seems like a children's movie, but I don't know. I mean, it's interesting. If I have the time, I might watch it.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch it. I like the book. I read a couple of the books. I haven't finished the whole series. There's a big, like, I don't know how many books, but there's a bunch of books in the series.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's. I wasn't thoroughly impressed with this trailer, but I'll take a look at it. Why not?
Yeah, this is simply because of my personal convictions and my personal desires. I know that it's definitely unscientific to that there are whole cities underneath the earth and Hollow Earth and that stuff. They are obviously not true.
Yeah,
they are definitely not true, but they're really fun.
How do you know
really
they're not true?
Well,
joking.
It's just pure science, but never mind. It's still very interesting. It's a part of people's imagination to think about it. And I always wanted to create my own story about it, but I never did. So the point is, I like that. Something hidden and something that there is always a world beyond us that we cannot see and stuff that. So the trailer looks like it was, like any Disney movies recently, they seem to have been, proper CGI. So there is no lacking anywhere, at least in the trailer. So I don't know about the movies. So it might be okay. I believe the biggest problem will be if the story is just basically non-existent and there is no plot, and that might be the.
I think like if they follow the plot of the book, at least a little bit, it's gonna be, at least interesting, right?
At least interesting. Okay. So yeah, that's about the first topic. I saw the trailer. I liked it. I was like, okay, why not share it? Yeah. Okay, so let's move on to the next topic.
Yeah, next topic. Yeah, nothing. Yeah, we just saw the. Yeah, it's not a huge thing. This next topic, what was it? Oh yeah, you mentioned the Lego Movie 2. So did you research that topic? What did you want to? This is yours. So you start.
Oh yeah. So I saw a trailer for Lego Movie 2, and it is like the first Lego movie. I believe it continues in the same way. So I watched the first movie. I liked it, even though it's obviously maybe not important for adults, but it's fun. It's simple, and sometimes we all need is just to relax with something that is not that serious and fun. So obviously good good cast with Chris Pratt, Margot Robbie, Channing Tatum, and Alison Brie and so on,
Okay,
Elizabeth Banks. So
okay.
many popular, many popular.
That's a huge cast. Yeah.
Yeah, so very good cast, and the good thing is that it's it might be it seems like a fun comedy,
Mhm.
and it starters, it looks like it starts with a sort of Mad Max world, and I don't know what happens next, aliens and stuff. So who knows what happens? That's the beauty of
Is
it.
there a trailer out or no?
Yeah, that's what I wanted to share.
Oh, okay.
maybe
Why
we
didn't
can
you
watch this
send me
trailer, or
the
maybe
trailer?
not.
We could have watched it. Do you want to watch it? Should I search for it?
Yeah, you can play the trailer for
Okay,
people.
let's play it. Let's play
yeah.
the trailer. Why not? Lego Movie. Like, I just need to Google it because I haven't prepared for that. I thought you were preparing for that. Of course you didn't. Why would Becky prepare for anything, right? Lego Movie 2
Yeah.
trailer, Warner Brothers. Okay. So let's play it. Just let me turn on. Okay. Yeah, okay, that's it. So let's play the trailer. I'm not gonna leave it very loud.
Awesome.
Everything was awesome. Okay, yeah, that's from the first one.
Lucy, I brought you coffee.
Coffee. The bitter liquid that provides the only semblance of pleasure left in these dark times.
Oh my goshness, did I interrupt you brooding just now?
Okay, yeah, it's gonna be funny, definitely.
We have to be tough and battle ready.
Like the first movie, so not very deep on the story, on the plot, but fun and simple to watch.
Yeah, a bunch of jokes, bunch of fun stuff. Yeah.
Exactly, that's what we need. I think it's actually gonna be good for adults as well. Because we all work and all the busy topics, and
I like to watch the first one.
It was enjoyable, really. It's simple, and sometimes it feels stupid, but not stupid in the negative sense as much. It's just like silly. So it was it was enjoyable. So I think the second one will also be okay. Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we don't have to watch the whole.
We don't have to
trailer,
watch it. Just
Yeah, we saw what we needed. Yeah.
Yeah, the important thing is there's some aliens and stuff, and I don't know why is that? Maybe they tried. Yeah, it's time to go where. What does it say? Never mind. Yeah. So okay, it's interesting. Okay, so let's. Yeah, I think we missed something in between.
I don't think we missed. Let me check. Lego Movie.
Something Asterix.
What? Asterix?
Yeah, you added Asterix, Le Secret de la Potion.
Oh, yeah. They're making a new Asterix movie. Yeah, nothing. Just wanted to mention Asterix movie, but I don't know if you like Asterix and Obelix movies. And
yeah,
stuff
of course I did.
Yeah.
Didn't like the live action movies, but the cartoons I liked them.
Live action weren't terrible, but yeah,
the first one was really good.
The first one was good. The first one was really good. The other one, a couple of other ones, maybe quality was a little bit lower.
When they changed the actors, especially the Asterix, I mean, it was okay, but the first one was really good, And I remember going to the movie theater and was like, wow, this is good. But I don't know. I don't think this animation. I mean, it's gonna be
the reason why. Yeah, the reason you're starting to say that. The reason why I put this in the topic list is I saw the trailer. We're not gonna show every trailer, but I saw the trailer. It's like 3D animation, like computer animated, and I don't know. I'm not. I mean, it's probably gonna be okay, good. But I'm not feeling like Asterix and Obelix like in the cartoons, in the 90s cartoons that they made, or even 2000s or 80s or something. I'm not feeling like the actual spirit of Asterix and I don't know.
I mean, it does. I'll be honest with you. It doesn't look that bad.
It doesn't look bad, but I'm not.
You're like, nah. So.
I would have liked to have like an actual cartoon, not.
I think it's actually gonna be better than the movies, than the live action movies. The last part of the live action movie, which was, for me, well, not really bad, but I would definitely not call it good. So that's why they stopped making them, obviously.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. So okay. That's about that topic. So people who like Asterix and Obelix.
Yeah, if you guys like Asterix and Obelix, check it out. We're gonna put links So I've been doing that recently. We're gonna put links and all the topics in the description on YouTube. So yeah, if you guys want to check them out on YouTube, or I'm gonna post links in Twitch chat as well. But yeah, if I skip some, check out the episodes once it's uploaded on YouTube, and you'll have all the links, or you can search it yourselves. So replicas. I think we should probably watch the trailer for this one.
Yeah.
I we're not gonna do a lot of trailers, but like replicas, I think we should see, because it's pretty interesting. I mean, Keanu Reeves, right? We have Keanu Reeves and what's her name? The famous actress. Like, she's in all the movies recently and all the TV shows. Alice Eve, yeah.
Alice Eve.
Yeah, Alice Eve. She's hot, of course. Okay.
Well, yeah, she's okay. Yeah.
Let's take a look at the. Yeah, she's okay.
She's okay.
Yeah, I think. I'm gonna warn you guys: don't watch this trailer if you don't want to get spoiled, because this is gonna spoil the whole movie. I watched the trailer and it basically spoiled the movie. So I'm getting a lot of Johnny Mnemonic vibes from this movie. I don't know if you watched.
Of course,
Johnny
who
Mnemonic?
hasn't seen Johnny Mnemonic?
Especially because of this thing on his head and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think it's most likely
It's
because
not,
of
yeah.
Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves, of course, yeah. Like Keanu Reeves wearing some like weird thingy on his head, like.
Yeah.
That's...
I would say that Johnny Mnemonic was and it will be a cult classic, and it is maybe some people don't like it. I like it personally.
I enjoyed the movie. I haven't seen it in a long time. I watched it. Basically,
Me neither, but
I think Johnny Mnemonic was a Philip K. Dick. Or no, not Philip Dick. What's the name? The guy that wrote Neuromancer. William Gibson. William Gibson. Yeah.
Well, wasn't it based on Neuromancer?
Based on his book or his story or something. So yeah, basically this guy. Spoiler alert. He's like a robotic scientist or something, and his family dies in a car accident, and he tries to recreate them as robots. So it's gonna end up being an action flick.
It is.
Yeah.
It is, even though it has a very good premise.
Which was kind of disappointed me, to tell you the truth. You can see like the whole.
I know.
The whole thing with the family and the robots and stuff. I thought it was going to be like some kind of interesting science fiction, like thought-provoking movie, but it's gonna end up being just a action movie.
Well, today they take very good premise and they make it into an action movie, even though it isn't related to it. I think another reason why they decided eventually that it would be an action flick, or I mean, it's not necessarily action, but it's because how would I say, Keanu Reeves has been recently doing a lot of these movies that are, like John Wick.
John Wick, yeah.
Which was a very successful movie franchise. I wouldn't call them franchises. There are 2 movies for now. So yeah, a series of movies, which is good. I didn't watch it, but people tell me it's good, so I'm gonna trust them that it's good. So he's, that guy, kind of like in his, area of expertise, let's say. So science fictional is something, but also action related.
Yeah. You got like ever since the Matrix, of course, and then you have like John Wick, and there's a couple of other movies that like Keanu Reeves is like the action movie star. So he's basically he's the action movie star of like who are the action movie stars nowadays? Keanu Reeves. What do you call him? Liam Neeson, even though he's already old, but he's still doing some action movies.
Even Denzel Washington with Equalizer.
Denzel Washington, and of course The Rock.
Of course,
The Rock, like he's in every action, but he's more action comedy kind of thing, right? Usually.
I don't know. Rampage was,
I haven't seen Rampage.
Even a lot of people tell it's a bad movie, and it isn't a great movie, But once again, it's one of those movies that you don't really care about the plot. You know, it seems it's the plot that would interest, let's say, a 5-year-old child.
Yeah.
Maybe,
That's why I was like, I don't want to see the Rock Johnson's running around with a dinosaur and whatever the fuck he was doing.
Yeah.
I already seen Chris Pratt in doing the same thing, so it's fine. Yeah, Chris Pratt.
I mean,
action
Chris
star,
Pratt actually, and he's more, he's funnier than The Rock, definitely. So
yeah. I think he's.
Yeah.
I mean, The Rock is good. I like The Rock. He's like he's actually his acting has really improved since Scorpion King days and the
don't
movies
mention bad CGI. Whenever I think about Scorpion King, it's I shake, because it's such a bad CGI. Even at the time, it was bad,
the CGI. The CGI again.
Yeah, the CGI when he appears with the Scorpion King in the Mummy. Okay, if you remember, so not as the Scorpion King, but in the Mummy, it's just the games have better CGI than that one scene.
Yeah, but you have to remember when was it shot? Actually,
never mind. Still, it was bad. I mean, it was the Mummy 2. Maybe not the first part of the movie. I think it was the second, The Mummy Returns. I'm not sure yet. The Mummy Returns. It's just that gross CGI.
I don't think I've even seen The Mummy Returns.
Please don't Google that. It's just.
But basically, yeah, The Rock has improved much, drastically. So yeah, basically, if you guys want to see an action sci-fi movie with a relatively interesting premise, but the premise is already revealed in the trailer, which is kind of. I don't know. I wasn't really all that happy about that. But I guess all the stuff that they're showing in the trailer is going to happen in the first, 15, 20 minutes of the movie, probably.
Yeah, and then the rest will be just chase.
The rest will be like action and chasing stuff. So, yeah, I'm a little bit disappointed. I mean, I was excited when you sent me the trailer, and then when I watched it, I was like...
You were always like that.
Seriously,
like, oh my God.
Seriously, dude. Can we have a good... Of course, we had like... we had some okay sci-fi movies like Inception and Christopher Nolan stuff and the what do you call it, Interstellar. We had Arrival. That was a good science fiction movie. No action stuff.
But it doesn't bring a lot of money. That's the point. So
but those movies did well. You just just need an interesting, thought-provoking idea and a very well directed movie, and people are gonna want to see it. There are sci-fi fans who want good sci-fi, but they can't get it, unfortunately. But yeah. Anyway, that's it for the movies. I think, right?
Yeah. As far as you can see here,
as far as So, TV. Cowboy Bebop live action series coming to Netflix. Thoughts? Are you excited? Are you horrified? Are you what?
I saw mixed feelings online. People talking about it, so I really don't know what to feel. So definitely, we can say that Cowboy Bebop was or is a great anime, not only in the style of drawing, not only in the story, character development, music as well.
Yeah.
But in every aspect, it is good. Now, there is a possibility that as a live action series, it might be missing some of those things. My biggest concern is that they might somehow, simplify the plot, or just due to the lack of budget, maybe remove some of the special effects. Maybe try to cut down on CGIs. Obviously the setting of that story is spacey. Let's say spacey.
Yeah, but I guess that's...
What do you think?
Like, I'm not so worried about that. I'm more worried that they're gonna make try to make changes that are completely unnecessary, like in Death Note or something, and completely spoil the story and the feel, the atmosphere of
the feeling is definitely that very.
They need to capture this. Like it was a sort of like lightning in a bottle. This show, it was so good. The music, the stories, it's an episodic kind of episodic, a little bit connected, but like the stories were all like really good, cool. The atmosphere was like science fiction, western, Firefly. I think borrowed a lot from it. That's why Firefly was so good. So if they get Joss Whedon to direct it, maybe. I don't know.
I knew you were gonna say that. Yeah, maybe it'll have only one season. As much as it should, there is no reason.
Only one season, yeah. No need for more.
I'm joking.
No.
Yeah,
Cowboy Bebop doesn't need more than one season.
Doesn't
anyway.
need, yeah, definitely. I mean, make it one season, but make it good.
Good, yeah.
People will, yeah. So people will watch it and rewatch it as well. I think if they make it good. Obviously, I would rewatch Cowboy Bebop now. If someone told me,
I'm kind of getting like getting a wish to watch it again. Yeah, me too.
Yeah, so it's something that you can enjoy, and the feeling that it provides is very how to say, timeless. Oh yes, that's what I wanted to say. It's a timeless feeling, like everyone can enjoy it. People from the 80s, people from the 90s, 2000s, and even now. So that's very interesting. Yeah.
Yeah, basically, like even people who are not big fans of anime like it. Like my ex-girlfriend, we watched it. I watched it once, and then I watched it again with her, and she really loved it. And she was never interested in anime that much. I'm wondering if Shinichiro Watanabe is going to be in any way associated with this series. Are they going to get Watanabe to maybe be like an advisor at least or something?
I don't know. I really don't know.
If they do, that wouldn't be such a bad idea, I think.
I don't think it would be that bad. It's it's good. So
yeah. Okay. Did you have anything for TV?
Actually, I just wanted to add that now. I mean, can we actually recommend someone here that we actually don't know? It's weird if I say it, but there's this person who does a lot of. Maybe you would be interested in following her. So she does a lot of anime videos, but not classic anime videos. She does the philosophy of some specific anime, which is amazing. So she's called, I mean, her real name is, I believe, Kat, but she uses the name Anime Philosopher. So just
so
if
that's
you're
like
interested,
YouTube or what?
She has YouTube. She has a YouTube channel. Yeah, so she posts videos on YouTube. So it's very interesting. I saw a couple of her videos and I was like, okay, what she's saying is true, and it's very interesting. She doesn't post a lot of them, I think, but
yeah. So post a link of that in chat, and you can send me like a link for that, so you can put it on YouTube, and people can check it out. Why not?
Yeah. So she doesn't have a lot of videos, I believe, but the ones that I saw were really good. It offers us a different take on animes, not just as an action figures and whatnot, but the sort of life philosophies of anime. So. And she does have, she talks about stoicism in Cowboy Bebop. That's why I remember.
Okay. Maybe actually that sounds familiar. Maybe I've watched that channel. Yeah, I might have watched that channel. Yeah, before. Could be.
Yeah. So basically, I like stoicism a lot. It's very realistic. Okay, never mind. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. I think and one more thing I wanted to talk about when it comes to television is I started recently, last week I started watching a television show called The Purge. The Purge, the movie.
I know, I saw the movies. Series. I liked the first movie. Second was okay. Third, I didn't want to watch it.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, me too. I only watched the first movie basically, and. This TV show came up in my Amazon Prime, like Amazon Video kind of thing. Let's take a look. Whatever.
Okay, so why not?
So I took a look at it, and basically, I mean, it's The Purge. It's like the first movie. It's not doesn't add anything to it that I've seen. They added some crazy cults and. People wanting to kill each other, but it's basically the same, and
it's basically America.
Triangle. Yeah,
I said it's basically America.
Yeah, but it's not like I don't see anything like too much added to this show. It's a fun watch if you want to spend some time, you know, not thinking about anything and just watching people kill each other, trying to kill each other in some like intrigue, people kind of plotting against each other, and then finally they plotted against each other before the purge, and then when the purge starts, they kill each other, and that's it. So that's you know, it's okay. I mean, it's nothing special. It's fine. But yeah, main thing in the TV section I wanted to talk about today is I don't know. I saw this morning. I don't know if you've seen it. Daredevil.
I saw it in the group, yeah.
Daredevil cancelled. So the
Yay,
Daredevil
great news.
Why is that great news?
Because
oh, it's great news because you'll watch it. That's funny. And I've read a little bit about it this morning, and they said that the reason why it was cancelled, and that's why I told you to hold off on the Disney thing, is because Netflix and Disney had a lot of disagreements and issues with the series, and basically Disney didn't like, you know, how the Netflix showrunners did things, and they interfered with the project, and Disney is also kind of starting up this streaming service, their own streaming service, and I think maybe they want the IP to go to them so they can use it in the future or something. So yeah, it's gone. Basically the most popular show on Netflix is gone.
I know,
That's it.
but I know you like the show. You said it's really good many times. So
it's good.
Like,
Season 1 was great, really good. Season 2 was hit and miss. Season 3 was pretty good. So yeah, Season 1 was the best, definitely.
Oh yeah,
Season
definitely.
3 was pretty good. Yeah.
I'm gonna watch it when I
You're
finish
gonna watch
watching
it
Dark
now.
Matter. Yeah, not now. I have to finish Dark Matter.
Oh, you're watching Dark Matter. Is Dark Matter good? Sorry, switching topics, but yeah,
it's okay. So I want to mention a little bit. It's not completely bad, but as I mentioned the last time, it feels like it was made 10 or maybe 20 years ago. So it feels like
that's why I kind of stopped watching
budget,
it.
you know. So it isn't bad, you know. Today, you know, a couple of times I had, you know, a good laugh. So, but it's simply like it was made 20 years ago. There is, you know, it's nothing wrong with it. It just seems like from a different time. And that's it. So, you know, nothing is too futuristic about it. You know, it seems like we could make this show right now, and it, you know, we could do it. So,
so kind of like also Killjoys is kind of like that as well. I don't know if you've seen Killjoys.
Yeah. You mentioned someone told you that.
But I think Killjoys was a little bit more interesting than Dark Matter to me.
Could be, you know. But I started watching this and I want to finish it. So I don't know. It just feels like it was made a long time ago, and it isn't bad, you know. It is, but it isn't also the best. So maybe Killjoys. How many seasons does it have? Now that you said, okay, it has 5 seasons.
5
maybe
seasons already. Okay, wow.
And it's still not over. So it's still being released. So
yeah, Killjoys is as closest to Firefly as you can get in the recent television. You know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so that's why I kind of, you know, like to watch it, but it's not as great as Firefly, not nearly. So yeah, so that's.
Well, yeah, very few shows can be.
I mean, in the storyline, it's similar to Firefly, and in the execution, not so good, not as good. Yeah, definitely. So why did we start talking about that? We started talking about Netflix closing. I mean,
Daredevil.
Not Netflix. I guess Disney had a lot to do with it. So my question is, do you think Disney is going to resurrect Daredevil on their streaming service, or do you think they're just going to want to do movies?
I highly doubt they're gonna resurrect it. Maybe for one season, if you know they make an agreement to say, hey, you know, let's just wrap up the story. But you know, I don't know. It's interesting to see where the show will head.
I'm kind of thinking that Disney is going to want to turn Daredevil into like another live action movie, and they're gonna change all the cast. They're gonna change.
Obviously,
everything. They're gonna get Henry Cavill to play Daredevil or something. I don't know. Or Ben Affleck.
Oh my god.
Let's get Ben Affleck back to play Daredevil. Why not?
Yeah, why not indeed?
I'm kidding. Don't do that, please. Don't do it.
Do that. Do it.
And Jennifer Garner.
Yeah.
Actually, Elektra is such a boring character. I don't know why, but she's super
The
boring.
movie itself was. I don't
So
know.
even like in Daredevil season 2, we had Elektra, and I thought, oh, Elektra is gonna be cool. And halfway through the season, I'm like, Elektra is super boring. I don't want to see Elektra anymore. I don't know why, but she's not interesting at all.
Okay.
I guess
Yeah.
I think in the TV show, the thing that killed the mood and they kept forcing is the hand, the organization, the hand, and they're scary and they're like, oh, but they're not, we don't have like a actual bad guy. We have like a shadowy organization who nobody is like engrossed, interested in, and compared to season 1 Wilson Fisk and season 3 Wilson Fisk again. And Wilson Fisk, really interesting guy, really crazy story. They really did, make the danger real. The hand was like, who cares, And they made the mistake of doing the hand as the main enemy all throughout Iron Fist and the Defenders, and that's a big reason why I think those shows were not that fun for people, because it was just a bad guy, not a good bad guy, if you know what I mean. As opposed to like, for example, Jessica Jones, we had a really good antagonist, the Purple Man. David Tennant played him. He was awesome. And first part of Luke Cage, we had Cottonmouth, who was also really good. They killed him, unfortunately. Spoiler alert.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, they tried to do that with what you call Sigourney Weaver in the Defenders. Sigourney Weaver was like the bad guy in the Defenders, but I don't know, something was off. It wasn't, it didn't do the trick. Anyway, Daredevil, I don't know what's gonna happen with that. I guess they're shutting down all of the series except for, I think Jessica Jones is gonna have another season, and the Defenders are gonna have another season, which is crazy. Why not have another season of Daredevil then? Who cares about the Defenders?
Because of the conflicts of interest,
Yeah,
most likely.
Yeah, there's some stuff behind the scenes that we probably don't know. So we're gonna see about that. What else do we have to talk about? Games. There's not much going on with video games. I didn't even send you any topics. So yeah, one piece of news that I've heard is like Red Dead Redemption Online multiplayer came out. When was that? 2 or 3 days ago. And people are playing. I haven't seen any, but I heard it's good. I heard it's fun for them. Yeah, so that's it. Okay. I don't have any information about that. Do you have any gaming stuff you wanted to talk about, or no?
Not really. I just saw Angry Joe's review of Fallout
76. Okay.
Actually,
somebody in chat. I saw that. Somebody in chat was asking about that. So yeah, I saw that. That was funny. I loved it. Yeah, Angry Joe.
So yeah, actually, I believe he's always disappointed in when he has the highest expectations. So.
Yeah. He his review of what's that game? The pirate game. What do you like, the pirates and the ships? No.
You mean Assassin's Creed Black Flag?
Not Assassin's Creed, the other one that was like really, really hyped up and everyone was crazy about it, and then it finally sucked and nobody played it.
I don't know.
After that. And his review, you should watch. I'll send you, if I find it, I'll send you a review of that. You should watch that. That was hilarious. So yeah. So what do you think? What's your? I mean, you haven't seen a lot of the gameplay on when it comes to Fallout 76. So
I mean, I've seen some, and we spoke about it last time. So
yeah.
there is obviously, a healthy dose of criticism involved, and some people actually made a joke, something about where is my, like Fallout 3, where is my companion, Fallout 4, where is something mine, and for Fallout 76, where is my refunds?
Where's my refund? Yeah, and they don't give refunds. Did you see like that viral video of a guy trying to return?
No, I haven't.
There's a guy. There's a video. I actually can I find it and play it? Let's play
Yeah,
that. That was hilarious. A guy trying to return Fallout 76. Guy returning. Well, okay, yeah, it comes out immediately on when I search for it. Guy returning Fallout. It's very short clip, so let's play it quickly. It's where's my display capture? Yeah, let's turn it on. Okay. So this is it.
There's nothing that I can do about it.
Okay.
That's just their policy. Like it won't even come back in as a return to a brand new game. It's when I scan your receipt, it's gonna see when this one was bought, and it's gonna automatically give you trade credit.
Oh yeah, they want to give him credit or something. I don't know.
Police call. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how I feel it works. So.
Yeah, because you have to deal with customers like this, I guess, at work. Yeah, so basically this is how a lot of the Fallout 76 players feel.
Looks.
I mean, like, don't do this. Don't do this. That's not a good idea.
We do not support this.
But yeah, nobody should support this. Yeah, and this guy is like, he just messed up.
Yeah, he was
he's
really into.
Like, yeah, he's probably gonna have to be paying off a lot more than just the price of Fallout 76 now. Court prices and stuff like that, and restitutions to the shop or whatever. I don't know. He's in trouble. But yeah, but it's kind of the reason why people are not hating on this guy is not everybody, but many Fallout 76 players feel like this. Luckily, I decided to wait.
Mm-hmm.
I decided not to buy it. I was thinking of buying it, but then I decided, let me wait a little bit and check it out. And yeah, I guess I might get it when it's like $4 or something, because it's gonna be $4 at some point, I'm sure.
So, but you mentioned before that there is no single player anything, or I mean you can play it alone, but it's not gonna, yeah.
It's you can play single player, but basically, it's just a series of holotapes. Those holotapes in Fallout, you put a holotape in the Pip-Boy and you listen to some story, and basically the whole single player campaign is you just run around from location to location, get holotapes, listen to the holotapes, move on to the next one, and there's no NPCs, there's no big story. They just recorded a bunch of holotapes, so it's not a single player experience. It's I don't know if you've seen me playing 7 Days to Die.
I saw a little
Basically,
bit.
Fallout 76's single player experience is a little bit better than 7 Days to Die.
Okay.
Which 7 Days to Die is designed only as a solely survival game. So just the actual single player part is not important to the players. But Fallout, players expect some kind of story, and players expect some kind of story-driven experience, and you don't get
deep
that.
immersion into the world.
Yeah. So NPCs, that was a huge mistake. That was a huge mistake, not having NPCs.
I mean, I don't know why, but they tried to. I mean, I don't want to blame them too much. They tried to experiment a little bit. Now they know it has failed, so they should go back. I mean, personally, I would have liked it if they made an expansion for Fallout 4. So similarly as they made to Fallout 3 and for Fallout 3 New Vegas,
Yeah.
Fallout New Vegas. So
Well,
I
they
think
do have
really
Far
good expansion.
Harbor, which a lot of people say is a pretty good DLC expansion.
I know, but they could continue doing, just doing the same thing. It works, it
Yeah,
works.
they could have.
but-
Yeah, they could have done that. Yeah, or they
You know-
could have actually, if they just released Fallout 76 as an expansion for Fallout 4, a DLC, and charged it like $10 or $14. I think a lot of people, most people wouldn't be. Nobody would be mad. I think.
Yeah, no one would be mad if the expansion is really, worth it with the story and the gameplay in the sense that if it has a deep story that you can spend hours playing. So I believe today games are actually
No.
valued by
I think
how
like
much
their idea was to make a multiplayer expansion, a multiplayer game.
Yeah.
So if they
So
just
tried to
said
expand
they
to-
just
yeah.
said, okay, we're gonna do a DLC for Fallout 4 that is multiplayer only,
Mhm.
and you can still play Fallout 4, and you can switch to this multiplayer DLC, which is basically what they did. They basically copied like most of the assets from Fallout 4. They didn't develop any or not. They didn't develop a lot of new stuff. Basically, same engine, most of the same assets. Game looks basically the same as Fallout 4, so they could have just made it a DLC, and I think people would be fine with that. But
Okay.
they didn't. I don't know if it was possible, maybe because of Fallout 4 like basic code or engine. I'm not a programmer, so I don't know. But I'm pretty sure I've heard some people say that it would have been possible to be done. So yeah. Anyway, Fallout 76, a complete flop. Even though a lot of people are playing it, it's not a flop actually. People are playing it, and they didn't spend. So the thing is, why are people mad? The people are mad because it looks like a total cash grab.
Mhm.
People are mad because they didn't spend. They say they spent so much time and resources and 4 studios building this, but everybody can see that they didn't spend that much
A
money.
lot
on
of
this.
money, yeah.
And
But
that's
the thing is that
a
they
big
promised
reason
a
why
lot.
people are. Yeah, they promised
promised a
promised
lot.
so much, and they delivered like No Man's Sky.
Mhm.
They delivered like nothing. The thing is, if they go the No Man's Sky route, I've heard, and I've recently actually I watched some. I'd never played No Man's Sky, but I've watched a bunch of videos saying that 2018 No Man's Sky is actually pretty good. The new release of No Man's Sky is actually fun, interesting to play, and I've talked to some other streamers who played it and they enjoy it.
How much
So
does it cost now? Actually, no.
I think it's still pretty expensive. I don't know.
okay.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah.
No Man's
Okay.
Sky-
So that would be nice to try. I mean, I wanted to play it when it came
Yeah.
out, but then I had to.
But
prepare
yeah,
and I guess
if they
I couldn't play
continue,
it.
okay, yeah. If I look it
cannot
up,
run it.
if I look it up on Steam, previous reviews terrible, recent reviews very positive of No Man's Sky. So people actually are playing it and are liking playing it. So if they continue to update and if they actually work on the game and they try to improve it, might not be such a bad thing. But yeah, the release, not good. Definitely not good.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
And what else did I want to talk about? Yeah, books. What's going on in books with you, Pecky? What are you
I
reading?
I finished reading Robots and Empire, and now I'm continuing. I moved. Actually, I almost.
You're
read,
not interesting at all for a podcast. All you do is read Isaac Asimov. That's it.
I actually had to finish, and I started watching the whole series, and now I'm at the
Reading,
current
you mean.
space. Yeah, which I read more than half of it, and I find it interesting.
I know it's interesting, but it's not interesting for you to talk about the same series
but
of books
that's-
every
I cannot
week.
read that many books. I don't have the time. I don't have the
Okay.
capabilities to read as many books. Mostly,
What am I reading then?
what are you reading?
I am reading. For those of you who don't know, guys, Pecky here is a writer, and he has
Yay.
completed 2 novels so far. I'm reading his first novel right now, and yeah, I'm enjoying it quite a lot. We're not
Don't
going to
laugh.
talk about the details because it's yet as so far unreleased books. But what I'm liking about it is the feel of, you know, like world building is good, although you could work on world building a little bit. But I like the feel of like those, you know, self-discovery books. Like you know, I read Herman Hesse, you know, Siddhartha, or those types of books where he goes around and like, you know, discovers his own like discovers the world, discovers his own
himself,
like morals himself,
journey
and
as
stuff like that.
as a way of discovery.
Yeah, and that's that type of book, and it's nicely written. I'm enjoying. It's a little bit, and we're gonna talk about that off stream a little more. But I think some things need to be a little bit shortened or cut.
Yeah, definitely. So there is a lot of work.
Yeah.
Necessary.
There is some work, but the core of the story is interesting. It's good to read. You know, if you work on it a little bit more, cut some of the fat and add some more, you know, some more stuff in some chapters, it could be really good.
Yeah, definitely. So this was just, you know, the first draft. Actually, I always wanted, you know, if someone famous gives a review of that book to be like, how to say, a combination of The Alchemist or Alchemist meets Kino no Tabi. Do you know about Kino no Tabi?
No, I've never.
Or Kino's journey. Yeah.
No.
So basically, it's journey as the self-discovery, as a means of self-discovery.
Yeah.
In a very basic, but very good anime.
Alchemist too. But yeah, the thing that it reminded me most was Herman Hesse. For some reason, I don't know why.
Yeah. Okay, could be. You know, this was, you know, I guess Kino no Tabi is very philosophical work, and obviously
I'll check it out. Could you write it in chat so people know? And I want to know what
Kino's
it is.
journey. It's in English, Kino's journey, but Kino no
Tabi. Is that like a book? It's an anime. Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'll check it out.
There is the old one and the new one. Both are really good. You know, a lot of people a little bit dislike the new one, which is, you know, kind of like a copy of the old one, but not completely. However, it has very good, I would say, great visuals, and also the story itself is, you know, it's like that. It's the sort of not only self-discovery, but also very the focus is mostly on the thought process and the reasons, you know, why. So yeah. But not to say that the plot is scarce, you know, basically it's the traveler traveling around some places. And that's how I originally intended to make Nufin, even though in the end,
it was kind of that type of feel so far. I've only read like 4 or 5 chapters.
It won't be, unfortunately.
Yeah, okay. It's okay to evolve. It's okay to change. You know, you can start one way and like, you know, in the middle of the book. If it changes, I'll see. You know, I'm not gonna talk about it that much now. Once I read the whole book, we can talk, and maybe you can, you know, make adjustments, you know, to get the same tone of the book from beginning to end.
I will. Definitely a lot of work is necessary to be done. And I actually actually found some parts that I can introduce. I mean, obviously now that I'm working, I've been thinking about the book, and, you know, some not major changes, but some smaller changes that would sort of make a lot more sense. You know, make the book feel more, not only realistic, but more, how would I say, more in the tone with the general feeling of the book. Let's say it like that.
So unfortunately we can't talk about details because it's a still unpublished book. But once it's published, you guys are gonna know about it. And Becky is gonna work on it. Hopefully I'm gonna help him, you know, do some editing and stuff like that.
You're a much better writer than I am. So
I don't say that. Don't say that, dude. You're a good writer. Yeah, you're a pretty good writer.
I'm not saying, you know.
I was really, you know.
It's one thing to have good ideas, and the other one to be a good writer. So my writing skills are not that good, but you know, I like to believe I have good ideas. So the problem with me is that I don't know how to express them. You, on the other hand, really know how to express the story and make people say, "Hey, I want to read this. I want to know what's happening next."
Well,
Mine
yeah,
are more,
that's what I
like, yeah,
try. I'm trying to learn still. Actually, now that you mention it,
you're doing, yeah, okay,
I just
yeah,
enrolled in a online writing class.
okay.
Yeah, so that type of stuff that teaches you some of the basics and stuff like that.
Oh,
Because
cool,
I've never
amazing.
really
Yeah.
taken a real creative writing class so far.
Mhm.
So I really want to kind of have some, common basics that they teach in creative writing classes, and kind of incorporate that into, and it's pretty good. It has like exercises after every lesson, every lecture, you have to finish a writing exercise, which kind of helps me write every day. I mean, today I haven't done it because work and the podcast, but tomorrow I'll continue. So yeah, that's it. Pecky's book coming out sometime in the future, guys. We will definitely talk about it more once the editing is finished and once he actually does publish it. Hopefully on, I don't know, Amazon maybe, or maybe on with some publishing. If you get a publisher, even better. Another book I was reading. I was reading, although I stopped once I started reading your book. I told you about Horns last time. Joe Hill, Stephen King's son, wrote Horns, and I bought another book from him, and it's Heart-Shaped Box. It's his first novel, and it's pretty good. I mean, it doesn't really grip you from the start like Horns, but it's good. It's interesting. It has like a good premise. Writing is cool. It has like the main hero of the story is like a heavy metal kind of like a Alice Cooper kind of character. That's kind of like a heavy metal singer from a band, and he basically bangs young chicks, even though he's 50 right now. He has a new goth girlfriend every couple of months or something like that, and something terrible happens to him. He gets possessed by a ghost.
Okay.
It's kind of stupid. It sounds kind of stupid, but it's like once you start reading the actual thing, you kind of understand why he gets possessed by a ghost, and that there is not only not just he's possessed by a ghost, but there is a reason for that. And yeah, it's good so far. I'm enjoying Joe Hill. I'm definitely gonna keep following his career. He's he's already written like four or five books, but he's definitely a rising star, and I think he's going to inherit like the fame of Stephen King, and he's going to be like do great things, I hope. I'm enjoying his novels. So Joe Hill, check him out. Heart-Shaped Box, Horns, he has a couple of other novels. So yeah, definitely check his stuff out. That's it for the books. I decided to put this in. I don't know if you agree with this. Maybe we can do some other stuff, other news, not only game related or books and movies. But this is something interesting I wanted to mention. Google Dragonfly. Have you heard of that?
Let's say I didn't.
Google Dragonfly is a project that Google is starting up, and it's basically like a specific search engine only for China, designed for China. And basically what it does is it creates like a separate search engine from Google, as far as I understand, which will be designed to censor out anything that the Chinese government doesn't want.
Yeah, it's like the
going to
episode
be designed to sorry?
Like the episode of Black Mirror.
Black Mirror, yeah, kind of like Black Mirror kind of thing. Although that stuff in China is already happening.
It's already
Anyway,
happening, so that's
they're
the only
doing
difference.
that. But now Google is going to help them, and with Google's expertise, it's going to be even, crazier, right? So people are criticizing Google, like Google employees are even like speaking out. Like a bunch of, like I think 400 or even more Google employees like signed a petition with their actual real names and positions in the company. They don't want this. they don't want to do this. And Google even promised they wouldn't help the Chinese government, do surveillance on the citizens and censor out content and not allow access to content and stuff like that. But it looks like they're doing it. Because why? Money.
Because they can.
Moolah. Because they can. Yeah. And I'm thinking that's one reason. Another reason is they're afraid of what will happen if China develops a search engine that's going to take over, the world's like instead of take over Google or become a really major competitor to Google. So I'm thinking, these are my thoughts on it. I'm thinking maybe that's a big reason why Google is doing that. They really want to stomp out any Chinese innovation in the search engine, market. Because if China develops their own search engine and they start marketing it to the world, Google might be in trouble.
Yeah, maybe.
Kind of like Alibaba. Amazon is Amazon's really big competitor now is Alibaba. Right?
Yeah.
So yeah,
talk about that.
What are your thoughts? Yeah, that's. I'm finished. What are your thoughts on that? Yeah.
I said I cannot talk about that.
You cannot talk about that. Okay. Yeah. No, but yeah, what do you think about the Google stuff? Yeah, forget about.
I don't know. For now, it all seems very unrealistic, but it is happening. So we are gonna be sort of swiped away when the reality strikes us. But I don't know. There are too many issues, with China recently, and once again, it brings me back to the book Guns, Germs, and Steel. Do you know about it?
Guns, yeah, I never read it, but yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you should have been. So
yeah, I want to read it. Actually, I think I have it on my Kindle. I'm planning to read it. Yeah.
Yeah. So and it's called Why Europe, Not China. So why did Europeans conquer the world and not China? That's a very interesting topic, and he explains that there is this distribution and so on. So basically, the difference is that Europe was constantly divided and China was constantly united. Simply, to simplify the issue. So I believe that China is trying to keep its unity in many ways possible, in all ways possible. So that's about it. That's all I can.
You
comment.
Want to say but what do you think about the topic at hand? You're not.
The topic. Yeah, I know. You talk about Google, Dragonfly, and other stuff. So they're just a part of this wider notion or wider movement. Yeah, conflict. Yeah, I would even say conflict.
Well, yeah, it's kind of like a cultural, technological, conglomerate of different competing, especially in the global market nowadays. But even before, when you talk about that, even before the colonization times and then all that stuff. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, so interesting. So yeah, this is one experiment I wanted to add. I wanted to add some other news, so not connected to. Maybe we can add a new segment. So what's your opinion on that? So let's
it's okay. I like to discuss many things.
We don't have to only do games and movies and TV show. We'll still do it, but we can do some other interesting news or interesting topics that we've come across in the podcast as well. We can make it like the last of the segments or something.
Why not?
So yeah, for next time, if you find something you wanted to talk about, whatever it is, whatever topic, we can just send me the link and we can add that to the
of course,
topic list. So yeah, I think that's it for today, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah.
Very cool.
Sorry, what?
I'm growing very cold, so that's
you're
why
becoming
I'm anxious.
Okay. So yeah, let me do the shout.
The outro.
No, not the outro. We have to. I keep forgetting to do this, and I really need to do that. So guys, if you guys want to see more, if you like what you hear, if you want to maybe listen to the podcast at your own leisure, and you don't want to wait for Twitch, you guys can follow us here on YouTube. So hit that subscribe button and watch the podcast or listen to the podcast anytime. We still don't have what do you call that? Podcast. No, we still don't have a podcast site, so you cannot download it on your phones yet.
Oh yeah.
Unless you can download from YouTube or something. But we're working on that. We will have audio download on the podcast. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we have a new sub. And if you guys want to see updates from us, check us out at the Twitters, Farcaster from Outer Space. And for you guys listening on YouTube, you have all these links down below, of course, and much more. And jingle, yeah. If you guys like the jingle, and we're gonna play the jingle in just a few seconds, check out my friend's SoundCloud. This is my very good friend who made us our jingle. So yeah, if you like listening to heavy metal and rock music and stuff like that, check him out. He's a really cool guy and a great musician. So yeah, that's it for today. Becky, you wanna take us out?
Yeah, thanks everyone for watching, for viewing. Yes, have a great weekend, people. Go out, not like us.
Don't stay at home all weekend.
Don't stay home.
Yeah. So yeah, have an awesome week, guys, and yeah, see you next. Maybe not next Friday. Maybe next Saturday.
Next Saturday. Yeah. Next week I'm working.
Yeah, next week you're working a second. So probably Saturday and Sunday. But if you're watching on YouTube, see you whenever you want. So yeah, I'm gonna do the outro and yeah, finish.
Yeah.
See you. Bye bye.
Bye bye.